Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and Hope Logan, Annika Noel, are now officially engaged and filled with joy. But could Carter be headed for heartbreak? We're going to discuss the chance that Hope might make a shocking decision to leave Carter at the altar, the quick forgiveness and reunion, along with the instant engagement between Carter and Hope, doesn't seem to me like the beginning of a happily ever after. It feels off and contrived, to be honest now, whether that's due to things going wrong or poor writing. Who can say? Carter learned from Hope that he misinterpreted her words to Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. Remember, Carter believed Hope was expressing her love for him and her desire to be with Liam. That certainly sounds like what we heard Hope say, but then she insisted that her position was that Liam's brain cancer crisis made her not want to waste time away from Carter. She cares about her ex-husband but doesn't want to be with him romantically. Even though Hope heard Carter and Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, and knew he had kissed her, Carter assured Hope he would remain loyal and claimed it was meaningless. He promised he would never look at another woman and would be there for Hope during Liam's tough time. Carter had just won Hope back and then just 5 minutes later decided to propose. She had only just started to forgive him when he surprised her by revealing a ring. So how did Carter have a diamond ring in a box right then? Was he already planning to propose to Hope, or is this an old ring? Is it a reused ring? Was it Maya Avant's, Carla Mosley, or Paris Buckingham's, diamond white? It definitely wasn't so Buckingham's, Kiara Barnes. At first, Hope looked shocked, and it seemed too early for her. She told Carter she needed to be careful, and he realized she wasn't ready, making it seem like she'd decline. However, Carter managed to persuade her, even though it was tough. After a lot of encouragement, Hope eventually agreed to Carter's proposal. I believe Hope has feelings for Carter, but her trust in him has been deeply affected. Additionally, the proposal was unexpected and came right after their reunion. Hope felt a bit unsure, but ultimately she accepted. It was unusual for her to agree to such a quick proposal, whether it was from Carter, Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, or anyone else. But that's the direction they're taking on B. And B. Currently, Hope and Carter are extremely happy. They quickly went to the company, and Hope immediately showcased the ring that Carter gave her at Forrester Creations. She shared the news of their engagement with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Missins Wood, and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. Naturally, Brooke is thrilled for them both. Hope's mother believes Carter is meant for Hope and will bring her joy. Steffi wishes to feel happy for Hope, and to some degree, it seems she does. But Ridge and Steffi exchanged a glance when they heard the news. Ridge and Steffi both appear somewhat anxious about Hope and Carter's reunion. Just that alone, not to mention the engagement, makes them uneasy because it was during their time together that they took the company from Steffi, Ridge, and Eric Forrester, John McCook. To her credit, Steffi is genuinely making an effort for Hope's benefit, keeping her promise to Liam about getting along with his other baby mama. Ridge is also being cordial, and he acknowledged that he wants Hope to be happy. Naturally, Ridge wants Carter to be happy too since he is his best friend, so, at this moment, everything is going well. We have to question how long this will last. Although Hope appears happy, it seems she felt pressured to agree. Perhaps that wasn't Carter's intention, but who can say? He is known for proposing multiple times without reaching the altar. 3 engagements, yet no wife. Not yet, maybe never. Yes, he cares for Hope and means well. But let's not forget his last engagement on the CBS soap. That one also fell apart at the altar. This time, Carter was the one who left. Quinn Fuller, Rena Sofer, arrived just as Carter was about to say his vows to Paris. Quinn professed her love and urged him to abandon his bride, and he did. But several months later, Carter came back minus Quinn. Considering what's happened at Carter's other would-be weddings, if Hope decides to leave Carter at the altar, it would be a bit of karma to accompany the wedding cake. Let's briefly discuss why Hope agreed to Carter's proposal. Liam has repeatedly told her that he wants her to reunite with Carter. He was just explaining to John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, the reason behind his insistence. Since Liam is dying, he wants to ensure that each of his exes has a good partner to help raise his daughters. Hope has been hearing this sentiment from Liam in her mind. If you recall the last time Hope rejected a proposal, which was from Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, he left in anger and went abroad. And that was the end of it. Therefore, Hope might hesitate to lose Carter like she lost Thomas. Additionally, Carter would make a great stepdad to Beth Spencer, Jordan Grace. However, the answer she wanted to give Carter was not yes. It seemed that he was putting pressure on her, along with the pressure from Liam and the repercussions of saying no. That created a bit of pressure that was somewhat intimidating for her. But just because she said yes doesn't mean Hope will ultimately say I do. Not in the end. Initially, it looks like Liam will undergo the chemotherapy and radiation treatment. Bridget Forrester, Ashley Jones, is returning soon and could be involved in Liam's care. If he gets better, it will definitely affect Hope. She might come to terms with her feelings for Liam and want to be with him now that he's not facing death. Next, the concerns about Daphne might resurface. The issue with the nose may not be completely resolved, and Carter was quite tempted. Lastly, Deacon Sharp, scene canon, does not want Hope to be with Carter. If Liam survives, I believe Deacon will encourage her to return to her ex-husband. Besides, Carter never ends up with the girl in the end. Even Quinn, who returned for him, left him before everything was finalized. Hope might not actually marry Carter. They could plan the ideal wedding, and Hope might reach the altar. But the show could create a karmic twist. They could have Liam interrupt the ceremony and ask Hope to pick him, mirroring what Carter did to Paris, leaving Carter heartbroken on his wedding day. If Hope decides to leave on their special day, it would break Carter's heart. Regardless of when it happens, before, during, or after the wedding, it seems doubtful Hope is committed to a long-term relationship with Carter. She may not go through with marrying him, perhaps not breaking up with him out of spite, but it doesn't show signs of a happily ever after. The wedding of the season is about to explode, and the drama is more jaw-dropping than ever. In an episode packed with heartbreak, betrayal, and a shocking twist that will leave fans gasping, Hope Logan is about to jilt Carter Walton at the altar. But the real bombshell lies in why she does it, and what it means for the tangled lives of the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer clans. As the episode opens, Forrester Creations is a scene of dazzling elegance, twinkling fairy lights, cascading white roses, and a sea of glamorous guests in designer finery. Everyone is gathered to witness what was supposed to be a fairy tale ending for Hope and Carter. Ridge, Brooke, Steffi, and Thomas are all in attendance, hoping for a day of love and new beginnings. Carter, ever the suave and devoted groom, stands at the altar in a sleek black tuxedo, his heart pounding with excitement. He's been dreaming of this day, the day he finally finds the happiness he's longed for after years of heartbreak. Hope, radiant in a flowing white gown that seems to glow with innocence and promise, is a vision as she walks down the aisle, her arm looped through Ridge's. Brooke's eyes glisten with tears, thinking her daughter has finally found a man who will cherish her. Steffi can't help but feel a pang of envy as she watches the love-struck couple. While Thomas fights to keep his emotions in check, his complicated feelings for Hope still lingering beneath the surface. But as the minister begins the ceremony, a flicker of doubt crosses Hope's face. Her eyes dart around the room, landing for a split second on Thomas, then on her mother, and finally on Liam, who stands at the back of the chapel, looking both broken and strangely hopeful. The music seems to swell as the minister says, "If anyone knows of any reason why these two should not be joined in holy matrimony, speak now or forever hold your peace." A hush falls over the room. For a moment, it seems as though nothing will ruin this perfect day. But then, to everyone's shock, Hope takes a step back. Her hands tremble as she whispers, "I'm sorry, Carter. I can't do this." The gasp that echoes through the crowd is deafening. Carter's face crumples with confusion and hurt. Hope, what are you saying? He pleads, his voice cracking with desperation. Tears spill down Hope's cheeks as she turns away from the altar, her veil slipping from her hair like a final surrender. I can't marry you, Carter. I thought I could, but my heart belongs to someone else. Thomas's eyes widen in stunned disbelief, and Liam's mouth drops open in shock. Brooke looks as if she might faint, while Ridge's expression hardens with a mix of protectiveness and fury. Carter, fighting back his own tears, takes Hope's hands in his. Hope, if there's something going on, if this is about Thomas or Liam, we can work through it. I love you. Don't do this. But Hope pulls away, her voice shaking. Carter, you're an incredible man, and I care about you so much. But I can't stand at this altar and lie. My heart is pulling me in a different direction, and I have to be honest about it. As she flees the altar, the guests erupt into whispers and shocked gasps. Brooke hurries after her daughter, trying to understand what's happening. Hope, what are you saying? Are you running back to Liam? Or Thomas? She demands. Hope's shoulders shake as she sobs. It's not about them. It's about me. I can't marry Carter because I'm in love with someone else. Someone none of you would ever expect. The camera pans to the stunned faces of the wedding guests. Liam's confusion is mirrored by Thomas's growing sense of dread. Ridge demands answers, and Carter stands in the center of it all, a broken groom whose dreams have just crumbled into dust. And that's when Hope finally reveals the shocking twist. The person she's in love with is Finn. Yes, you read that right. Dr. John, Finn Finnegan, Steffi's devoted husband, is the one who has captured Hope's heart in a secret, forbidden romance that no one saw coming. Hope chokes out the confession as she clutches her chest, her voice barely more than a whisper. It's Finn. I didn't mean for it to happen, but I fell in love with him. The revelation sends shockwaves through the room. Steffi's eyes blaze with rage and betrayal, her hand flying to her mouth in horror. Ridge's face darkens as he realizes what this means for his daughter. Liam looks as if he's been punched in the gut, and Carter's heartbreak is etched across his face like a scar. Finn, who had been standing silently near the front, steps forward, his expression torn. Hope, please, not here, not now, he begs, his voice low and urgent. But it's too late. The truth is out, and there's no turning back. Steffi lunges forward, her fury boiling over. How could you, Hope? I trusted you. I thought you were my friend. She screams, her voice cracking with emotion. Hope tries to explain, but the damage is done. Brooke grabs her daughter's arm, her own face pale with disbelief. Hope, this is madness. Finn is married to Steffi. What have you done? Finn's eyes meet Steffi's, and he tries to reach out to her, but she jerks away. Don't touch me, Finn, she hisses. I can't believe you would betray me like this, with Hope, of all people. As the guests begin to scatter, the wedding that was supposed to unite two souls in love has turned into a battlefield of broken hearts. Carter stands alone at the altar, devastated and humiliated. Steffi's world has shattered in an instant, while Hope and Finn are left to face the consequences of their forbidden love. And just like that, The Bold and the Beautiful delivers one of its most shocking twists yet. Hope jilts Carter at the altar, not for Thomas or Liam, but for Finn. The fallout will be explosive, and no one will ever be the same again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful YouTube channel for more update news.